And yes, welcome back to Ed Hunts. Today we have a small stack of DVDs and Blu-rays just in front of me here that we're going to be taking down to CEX. So the first two box sets that you can see at the bottom there are Steven Seagal and James Cagney. Each of these box sets only cost me 50p each, and both of them trading for £4, so that is £7 profit just on these DVDs. Then we see the Superman Motion Picture Anthology Blu-ray. Superman was a recent purchase from the boot sale just for £1, and that's £8 trading, £7 profit. And Band of Brothers at the top there, trading for £1.20, also bought just for 50p. So total, I only spent £2.50 on this stack of DVDs and Blu-rays, which gives us a 17.20 voucher, which is a 14.70 profit just on DVDs and Blu-rays. So it just shows you, if you know what you're looking for and what you're looking at, you can really make some good money on these Blu-rays and DVDs. Later. We've got a little stack of games just in front of me here. Lego Batman 2 on the DS. We've got Lego Worlds on the Xbox One. MX vs ATV on PS4, Uncharted 4 on PS4, and Lego Batman 3 on the PS4. So I paid £9 collectively for all of these games, and I should be getting an £18 voucher back, so that's double my money. We also have a £75 voucher to spend at CEX, so we're going to trade these in and add that to the pot. However, we are going to pass by some charity shops on the way to see if we can add to the pot, and I'll see you when I get back. At the first charity shop stop now, we come across all these Nintendo DS games. All of them are of the low end though. We didn't see them here before, so we are going to have a little look through. However, yeah, there's just nothing really worth grabbing here today, so I think I'll be leaving all of these games. Coming to the second charity shop stop now, and we have stopped here quite often recently, so there isn't really anything new, but we do get two PlayStation 2 games, which I don't see that often, but they're not that uncommon. So now we arrived at CEX to spend the £75 voucher from a previous episode and trade in the Blu-rays and games. So as you can see, that Transformers Battleground just there was only £3. We're definitely going to grab that. So now we come over to the Switch games. There is a game in particular I do want to grab, which is Space Base Startopia. It's only £6, and I sold it while I was in the Netherlands, so I do want to replace it in my collection. We are now going to be heading to a midweek boot sale just after we've grabbed this pile of games, so I'll see you down there. Today we're at a midweek boot sale, and it looks quite busy actually. I'm actually quite surprised at how busy it is today. So we're going to go in, we're going to see what we can find. I can see a couple of my buddies in the queue already. So yeah, we'll see if we can find anything today. It looks busy. How much in your Blu-rays, mate? £1 each. £1 each? Oh sweet, alright, yeah.
Some are brand new, Cyril.
Yeah, I can see, yeah. I'll take the Band of Brothers, mate. I'll take Jurassic Park as well. Yeah, I have that one as well. Yeah. Right. So that's £3, yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet. So we did wander around some more of the boot sale, however there wasn't that much available. We did find one DS game, however the seller really didn't want to be on camera, so I decided to omit that footage, and I'll just show you the game that I got in the pickups. But going through some more of these Blu-rays now, and as you can see on my phone, not a lot of these are trading in for too much. However, you're just about to see a sealed PlayStation 3 game coming to shop, which is F1 2011. I do instinctively scan it, however it isn't worth very much, but yeah, let's buy it. Right, £1 as well, mate.
£1?
Yeah, sweet.
They do, they do. They make really interesting. Oh, well, you can't be very shy.
Alright, I'll just take that one. Picked up a few more Blu-rays and DVDs to take down to CEX. As you can see, we've got Band of Brothers at the bottom there. Earlier, we had the DVD version to trade in, which was only $120, but the Blu-ray version trades in for $6. Jurassic Park at the top, and we've got Underworld trilogy in the middle there as well. Now, all three of these trade in for £16 collectively, and they only cost me £1 each, so that is a total profit of £13. So let's take these down to CEX and let's see what we can. Before we go to CEX, we're just going to stop by the local game shop, Buy Sell Exchange, to see if they have anything new. And as you can see, we are just taking a look at the PlayStation 1 games, and there was a few new ones at the top there that we hadn't seen before, and some of them are pretty decently priced, so probably gonna grab those. I do like coming here because all the games are forward facing, and it's just easy just to see everything that you can, you know, all the games out on display. See this Release Rumble box in there, we are probably gonna grab that too. And the owner does have some other games for me that he said he's put aside for me, and he's gonna do me a bit of a deal on them, so we'll go through those in the pickups. So now we are at CEX, and we have exchanged in those Blu-rays now. So now we're just going through a little box of loose carts that they had out back that we weren't able to see out on display. So I'm just taking some out now to get priced up by the clerk, and we just hand back this box now, and we're going to look through the glass cabinet. And there are a few Mega Drive games here that I do want, and I do want to pick up. So let's go back to the games room and I'll show you what I got. And we're back. So, just came back from CEX, some charity shops, a midweek boot fair, and the local game shop, and I'm pleased to say that CEX took all of those Blu-rays and games that you saw in the piles earlier. So let's start going through the receipt and let's show you what I've got for each item. Starting with the top of the receipt, we have Band of Brothers, the box set DVD for $120. We've got £8 for the Superman Blu-ray trilogy. We got £4 for the James Cagney Signature Collection, £6 for the Band of Brothers Blu-ray Collection. We got £5 for the Jurassic Park Blu-ray Collection, £5 for the Underworld Trilogy, £4 for the Steven Seagal DVD Legacy Box Set. Then we've got £2 and £3 for both those Lego games, and we've got £13 collectively for the PlayStation 4 games. We've got £11 at the bottom there for Mario Kart, which I didn't go through, and I will go through how I got that in the pickups. And in total, we've got $62.20. So as you can see, I've got $62.20 for all of those games and DVDs. Those 13 items in total. And with the £75 voucher as well, we made a total of £137.20 on voucher. And that is a profit of nearly £100, as I only paid about £40 for all of the items for those vouchers. So I'm very, very happy with the profit that was made from those Blu-rays and games. So let's start going through the pickups, and I've got pickups from all different places, but mostly it is obviously from CEX. So let's start going through the CEX games, and I'll show you what I've got with the vouchers. So starting with the one and only GameCube game I got, and that is Minority Report Everybody Runs. Now, if you don't know about this movie, it is a Tom Cruise movie, and it is about pre-cognitive crime, which is essentially predicting crime before it happens. And I thought it was actually a really good idea, and I remember going to watch it in the cinema and being quite impressed with it actually, because it looks very good for its time. I mean, it's like over 20 years old now, this film. So if you haven't seen it, I would say go back and see it. I think it's actually quite a good idea and quite a good film. So yeah, Minority Report Everybody Runs on the GameCube. Then we have a couple of Master System games. We've got the Jungle Book on Master System. Probably the 6th or 7th time I have picked this up, but I always seem to sell it at market, so that is complete right there, the manual. We have Miss Pac-Man. Now this is one I haven't picked up before, and this is complete. It doesn't have the tab at the top, which is a bit unfortunate, but obviously it's just a standard Pac-Man game. I would say that Pac-Man on the Master System is probably one of the worst ports of Pac-Man, but I've not played Miss Pac-Man before, so this might be slightly better. We have a Mega Drive game. You would have seen me looking through the cabinet earlier. They did have some pretty good Mega Drive games there. So I've got Toe Jam and Earl Panic on Funkatron.
Illegal currents, lazy Earl checking out the house in the hood. In other words, I highly recommend it.
Now, this does not have the manual, unfortunately, but it was only £12, and I thought that was quite a good price for Toe Jam and Earl, because I see these go for silly money, so I thought I picked up and add it to my collection. So that is Toe Jam and Earl. Next, another Master System game, we have Teddy Boy. Now, again, no manual, but the price has been scaled to reflect that, and it was only £6, so not too bad at all. This has a regular selling price of between 10 and 15 when it is complete. Next, we have another complete Mega Drive game, that is Tailspin. Yep, another Disney classic, another great platformer. I know they were getting a bit generic around this time, but I actually thought this one was a particularly good one. So yeah, Tailspin on the Mega Drive, just £10, and it's complete. Another Mega Drive game now, and we have Street Racer. Now this one, very nice condition actually. The manual isn't in fantastic condition, but overall the artwork and the cart, very nice condition. And I think that one worked out to be up £10, and it's complete too. Next, another Mega Drive game, and that is Global Gladiators.
Tonight on Sega TV, garbage, but on interactive TV, you can get rid of it. Play Global Gladiators and you'll clean up the planet, unless you're rubbish.
Now, Mick and Mac, you know. Used to play this a lot back in the day on the Amiga, and but that was McDonald Land, and yeah, but Global Gladiators isn't too bad. I mean, it's not the best mascot platformer. There are better ones out there, but yeah, not too bad, especially for a $5 for all day long. And we've got one last Mega Drive game to go through, and that is Wrestle War. Now, this Wrestle War came with a really cool, it is complete, but it came with a really cool poster, and I see a lot of these posters in a lot of these retro games, but this one in particular I've never actually seen before, and it is for the Game Gear, and I just think that's really cool. You know, I've never seen a poster that looks like this before. I've seen a lot of the Master System ones, like you can see this one here. I've probably got this one like 3 or 4 times over, but this one, never seen. So just for this alone, I thought it was so cool, you know what I mean? But to get it complete as well, and only for £8, I thought absolutely fantastic price. Yeah, Wrestle War, absolute classic wrestling game. So that's it for the Sega games. So let's move on to some other games that I've got from CeX. So we've got Space Base Startopia. Now it's only £6, and I remember I've got €40 cash for this over in CeX Netherlands, so I had to pick it up again, and yeah, re-add it to my collection. And in case I ever go back over there, I can exchange it once again. Next, we have Transformers Battlegrounds on the PS4. Now I do have this game digitally, but you know, with this potential all digital future that we're facing, it's good to have games backed up, and this is actually a really good game, and I've played it, and yeah, it's decent. Definitely a good Transformers game, and for only £3, I think really great price. Next, we have My Hero One's Justice on the PlayStation 4. Now this is one that just kind of took my interest. And it's quite cheap as well. For only £5, thought I picked it up. Don't know anything about it. If you do, let me know in the comments. But yeah, just for £5, I thought it was a great deal. Now we have some loose carts to go through. First we have Sonic Advance 2 on the Game Boy Advance. But this one was actually one of the higher price ones. This one actually cost about £15, but it's a very, very good Game Boy Advance game. Next we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan. A very, very good action platformer. I really, really enjoyed playing this. When I was younger, this was on one of the multi-carts that I had when I was little, and yeah, really, really enjoyed playing this, but I never had the physical copy. So yeah, Turtles Fall of the Foot Clan on the Game Boy. Then we have Football International on the Game Boy. Now this one was only £3. It's one of the lower end Game Boy games, but it's pretty uncommon. Don't really see it that often. It's probably one of the first times I'd actually seen it, and I saw it in CEX for a really good price, so decided to pick that up with the voucher also. Then we have Turret Rage Wars, the second, or I think it's the third in the series actually on, yes, third in the series on the N64. And then we have quite a cool PlayStation 1 game, one I've never really come across before, that's why I want to pick it up, and that is Alundra, A New Legend Begins.
悪夢と戦うアクション RPG アランドラ。アランドラ。プレイステーション。
Now it looks like an RPG of some description. If you know more about it, let me know in the comments. I don't really know much about it, but it is complete. It's in beautiful condition. The disc is in beautiful condition as well, and I saw they had the first one there as well, and the first one had the map with it and was in as good condition as this. I was tempted, but it was more than double the price, but then I realised that the first one sells for nearly £100 with the map online, so maybe I should have got that. But yeah, Alundra 2 on the PlayStation 1, really nice condition. So let's now move on to just a handful of boot fair pickups. So obviously most of the things I picked up were Blu-rays and they have been now exchanged. But I did get a couple of games. One of them was F1 Formula 1 2011 on the PlayStation 3. Now this was with all the Blu-rays and this was also only £1 and it is sealed. So yeah, sealed PlayStation 3 game, £1 all day long. And then we did get one more game, and that is Naruto Ninja Council on a DS. I got it for £4, managed to get him down by £1, and it is complete. We do have a couple of games to go through from the charity shop. Did manage to get two that I've never really seen before, and that is a Base Strike and one Street Ball. And one Street Ball. So yeah, they were just £1 each, and both of them are complete and in pretty nice condition too. Now a few PlayStation 1 games to go through from the local game shop, and PlayStation 2 games. Now he did me a good deal on all of these, and these all cost me just £13. So the first game is All Star Racing on the PS1. We've got Ready to Rumble Boxing, that's complete in nice condition. We've got Tomb Raider 3, this one is missing the manual. We've got Super Fight 2000. We've got Lost Planet 2 on PlayStation 3. Extreme G Racing. Freedom Fighters, Predator Fighters, and 007 Agent Under Fire. So all those were just £13. Now we do have one more pile to go through. Now you would have seen Mario Kart Wii at the bottom of the receipt, which I got £11 for. Now I actually got that from my sister Essy, who was taking down a load of games to CEX to exchange. But instead of exchanging to CEX, I said that I would give her the cash value for them. So I ended up spending £50 on the Mario Kart Wii and the games I'm about to show you. So just £50 for all these. Remember, first game is Zelda Breath of the Wild. As you can see, it's in there, nice condition. Next we have Mario Wonder. Now I have actually been playing this already. I did actually borrow it off my sister after she completed it, but now I bought it back off her, so now I can finish playing it at my own leisure. Then we have Star Fox 64 3D. Decent. Obviously it's called Lilac Wars in the UK, so it should be like Lilac Wars 64 3D, but there you go. We've got Animal Crossing. And the last game we have is Yoshi's New Island. So we've got all those 5 plus Mario Kart Wii, $4.50. Already exchanged it in for 11, so essentially those cost me £39, which is a fantastic deal. So finally we've come to the end of the video. I know it took a little bit long, but I had a lot to get through. Just one little bit of news: I will be selling at the Oxford Gaming Market next Saturday, April 20th at the King Centre. If you're interested in coming, get on the website, which I'm putting down below now, and get yourself a ticket, and I'll see you down at the King Centre next Saturday in Oxford. So if you enjoyed that, hit that like button, consider subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.